Well, hello there. It's David. Welcome or welcome back to CrossFitness, Fitness, helping men and women get in the best spiritual shape of their lives one workout at a time. Quick thought in this video that I'm calling 5 groups you need to be part of. Okay, so I'm recording from Thousand Oaks, California. I just moved from Tennessee, newly married, and just enjoying life with my new wife. And I'm experiencing something here in California that I've never experienced before in the environment. It's a beautiful place here in Thousand Oaks, but it's also coyote country. It's like, what? Yeah, every night from about 8:30, between 8:30 and 9, around that time for 2 to 5 minutes, um, I hear coyotes howling. We live right next to a 35-acre botanical garden, and this is their habitat, evidently. This is where their dens are. This is their congregation point. And at dusk, just right at the end of the day, they gather for what I've come to understand is a very structured social um, event in the coyote community. They've been doing this for hundreds or thousands of years. Coyotes do this. They come together as a pack, and in their communication, they howl, and it just sounds like a unstructured frenzy, but it's very, very structured. I did some ChatGPT on it and learned about it. It's fascinating that it'll start with kind of the alpha male will signal it, and then everyone howls, checks in, and barks. And what's happening is they're letting them know where they're at, uh, which part of the group they're in. They're also signaling to any other coyotes in the region, this is our territory, stay away. And they're just very, very social and communal creatures. So I've learned. So it's like, it's a little intimidating. In fact, ChatGPT says, around time as their workday begins to start, for foraging and hunting, you need to keep little dogs in and your cats in, and food and stuff outdoor on your patio, bring that in and stuff, because they're very intelligent creatures and they'll find it. So anyway, it's just kind of unusual to be, sitting on your patio, and then there's this eruption of this howling pack of coyotes like 200 yards from you. So what does that mean to me? I'm just correlating that to a couple of things. First of all, Hebrews 10:24 says, let us not give up meeting together as some are in the habit of doing, but let us encourage each other and spur one another on toward love and good deeds, and all the more as you see the day of the Lord approaching. So, this thought of meeting together, it's, interwoven right into the social fabric of the coyote community, and it would do well for us to be embedded in a community too. There's five types of groups I think all of us need to be in. Number one, first of all, I think we need a accountability group. And this is more than an accountability partner. This is like, two, maybe 2 or 3 people that you're just accountable to. Maybe, you need a guy. If you're a lady, you need a female. A couple of people that you're just accountable to. Accountability group. To people who you give permission to say, hey, what are you doing? Without getting offended at them, okay? The second group I think we need is an inner circle. I'm calling it an inner circle. This is at least 3 people. Jesus had an inner circle. There was the 12 apostles, but there was Peter, James, and John, his inner circle. And you read that in the New Testament and the Gospels, and he would take them apart in particularly and specifically, and he would begin to sow into them. And so we need an inner circle. These are people who we can just go super deep with. They know all our deep, dark, dirty secrets. They know everything about us. There's nothing to prove. There's nothing to hide with these people. Bad breath, bad hair, if you're a lady, no makeup at all, who cares? These are your people to be with. Just be you. And so we need that. And we can call them, these are our 3 a.m. friends. We can call them, and they'll stop and drop things and come to our assistance and aid and listen and be there for us. The third type of group I believe we all need is a small group. This is most wonderfully expressed in the local church. My wife and I are in a small group on Thursday nights, a couples group. And it's just fantastic, Just a bunch of couples get together. There's some uh, uh, just people in there we're cultivating a relationship with, a very nurturing group, and going through we have worship and prayer and Bible study and refreshments and just fellowship. And it's just a wonderful group to be in as we systematically are going through books of chapters in the Bible and learning and growing together. And this week we're going to a barbecue at their home with all the group. And so everybody needs a small group, particularly a group that's going somewhere on purpose, working through a curriculum. Uh, you know, Maybe it's a pickleball group or something that you all get together and play pickleball or cornhole or something that you do and enjoy, tennis or whatever. The fourth kind of group I think we need is to be part of a serving team. We're on a team that serves. Maybe you serve in the community, maybe you serve in the local church, maybe, in some capacity you're giving back, you're giving out, and you're doing it in unity with a team. I love the acronym TEAM, TEAM. Together, everyone accomplishes more. And so, yeah, there's such fulfillment in being a contributing member of a team. Okay. And then the last group I think we need to be in is we need to be part of a church, part of a local congregation, a community of faith, a larger congregation, whether that's, less than 100, or thousands. We need to be part of a larger congregation. I think there's, we serve better together, and when our efforts are multiplied, when we, pay our tithes and pool our offerings, and just so much can be accomplished of ginormous impact in local ministries and local missions and world missions too, when we all, work together. And it's a beautiful thing to be part of a congregation. It affords some other uh, things for our kids, children's ministry, nurseries, youth ministry, all kinds of things, men's ministry, women's ministry, etc., and so forth. So anyway, those are 5 types of groups I think it would be very healthy for us to be part of. Number one, an accountability, small, tiny, compact, close-knit group. 2, an inner circle. 3, a small group, particularly and especially at your church. Number 4, a serving team to minister and contribute and give back. And then number 5, a congregation at a local church. So I think if you've got those things in place, you are representing a balanced, blessed life. You're going to have healthy relationships. You're not going to isolate, and spend your weekends, binging on Netflix, Prime Video, Hulu, just surfing endlessly on social or mindlessly on YouTube. So those are just some thoughts. Hope that encourages you a little bit to get plugged in. For now, I'm David, your virtual mentor, reminding you that I'm always for you, never against you. Have a great day.